Hey everyone, this Entertainment is Dead. We are coming to you on July 9th, late in the evening, like 10 p.m.-ish if you're in the Mountain Standard Time. So, hello everybody. Here with us tonight after a quick gym/marathon runner, we have Mandy.
Hello.
She actually just pretends zombies are chasing her.
Exactly. I've got to run.
She ran through her neighborhood screaming and yelling just to see what would happen.
Nobody came out.
With Mandy, the exact opposite of the gym goer is Randy.
Hello.
Stop.
Hello. I don't go to the gym. If the zombie apocalypse happens, I will be a zombie. Let's just put it that way.
You don't do cardio?
How did your couch marathon go today?
It went really well, actually. It was a lot of fun. I am going to continue it after we're done tonight, because my babies are asleep, and that's when I get to play video games.
Nice.
How's Baby Chuck? Is Baby Chuck doing good?
Baby Chuck is good. She's doing really good. She's really, giggling.
I think you should
pooping.
probably name her like Chuckatha instead.
Chuckatha.
So it's kind of a girl name. Yeah, she is a girl.
I like Baby Chuck. I mean, it's kind of like having Taylor or what's one of those other ones, like Tracy, something like that. It's like a girl boy name.
Jamie's
Chuck
a girl.
is totally girly.
And finally, we have Lance here, who's inquiring about Baby Chuck.
Baby Chuck.
I have pants on, so everybody's happy.
Lance has got his lower third, which is his name, and his lower half on. He came prepared.
Prepared. That's what I do to prepare.
So,
his girlfriend's like, hey, put your lower half on and we'll do this.
Yeah, his girlfriend will actually be like, we're having guests over. Put pants on now.
We have to go to dinner. You have to put pants on. Damn
When you run through the neighborhood screaming, you have to wear pants.
Exactly.
So,
It depends. That's actually determined on the kind of neighborhood you're living in. So,
In my neighborhood, you have to.
And how respectable you want to be.
yeah.
So, what was this aliens news I saw earlier, Mandy?
Yes. So I went kind of all geeked out today about it. They have, if you go to our Facebook page, I put up a link of IGNs where they have a couple of really cool videos. One is kind of a teaser trailer that shows you that the DLC, you'll get all the original cast. You get Ripley, and I'm blanking on the other guys' names right now, but you get all the other guys. And it picks up.
Ripley's the only one that matters.
I know. Although it's kind of cool. I was reading about it.
I mean, Dallas and stuff, I think, right? And
Yeah.
Right, but
Dead guy number one.
Guy
Right,
number one.
right.
Yeah.
if
And you have
Tucker
Ash.
survives, spoiler alert, the only one that matters.
Face hugger.
1970, spoiler alert.
You're a little late to the party is what it's getting at.
Yeah. No, so I watched
so
that video. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you get
DLC?
to have a couple missions with that.
Is that what it is? It's DLC?
Yeah. So you have to pre-order to get it, and you get a couple missions. It sounds really cool.
Do
It
you
sounds
have
like
to
there's a
pay
lot of
extra on top of the pre-order?
I don't think so. I think you just I don't remember.
Well,
you should look.
I
don't.
I hope
don't
it's like
remember.
that, because usually what happens with like Battlefield and stuff, it'll be like,
Yeah.
Battlefield's coming out on this date, and we're going to have DLC available day one for an extra $25. It's like before the game's even out, they're already telling you, hey, this is going to come out.
Bend over.
And you can pay money for this. Like,
However, if you watched in our earlier cast, you'll know that Steve gladly bends over and pays extra money for
does.
those things. So that's the
He
only
does.
hey,
the-
but no, there's a difference between DLC and Collector's Edition.
That's true. To be fair, that's true.
Yeah.
Here's a whole bottle of lube
Yeah.
for all the taking it up the ass.
There is a lot of fisting I will take for Collector's Edition stuff. But DLC is a different
Nice.
story.
Well, buckle up. Yeah, it looks cool. There's a couple missions there, and you get to. There looks like there's a lot of replay value with it. So you can every time if you start out as Ripley or whoever else, because I cannot remember their names, you get different tools. You start out with different things. And I actually watched another video that was hilarious. It was IGN staff. They were like, "How scary is this game?" Well, we'll show you. And they put all their staff in rooms alone, playing it in the dark. and it was hilarious. They're like freaking out with the aliens, and it actually was kind of. I was watching it, and I'm in my bed. I'm like, "F, what's happening? Like, what's gonna go on?" It looked good, so it definitely got me excited. You should go check it out.
Do you play horror games?
Yes, but I scream like a little girl. I think we were discussing a little while ago.
So do I. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, I cannot play Dead Space 2 without freaking out. Like, we're talking, like, controller to my face because I'm like, shit, something's gonna come out of the corner and eat me alive. Like,
because that's the appropriate defensive position. If they can't
course.
see my mouth.
Exactly. This is safe. And same when you're watching a scary movie, like, I always, like, pull my hoodie or something up to, like, right here. It's totally safer.
Assume the turtle.
Let's call it the
Seriously.
Wilson.
No, it's assume the Wilson.
Yeah.
Listen, Tim, what you need to do about your boys.
That is the appropriate response for any horror game now going forward, apparently.
I'm trying to remember. I did see the stuff on the DLC today as well for Aliens, and it's you're supposed to be playing part of the level where I want to say it's the part after. Is Dallas in it? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if they're trying to do the blowtorch thing where he's blowtorching down the pipes and he's looking for the alien, or if you're doing the part where there's like 3 of them left and they're trying to get the escape pod ready. I can't remember. It's been a while.
I think it's the last one. I think it's like the survival where they're trying to get out. I think.
Okay. Or maybe I can't remember if they were trying to all escape at that point or what. But anyways. It looks cool.
When do we get to control the big yellow robot, the mech suit?
Wrong game.
That is
wrong
movie. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That would be Aliens Colonial Marines, and let me show you. How that
Although, I will say that it's still my favorite cosplay costume I saw, where a dad was in the big mech suit and his baby was strapped to his chest dressed as Ripley. It was pretty amazing.
Oh, awesome.
There's this online comic artist who goes by the name of The Oatmeal, and he showed a comic today from Aliens. It's Sigourney Weaver and calling the alien a bitch. It's really funny. And
I love The Oatmeal. I gotta go check that out.
He posted it today, and I giggled really hard. So did you go and finish BioShock 1, Mandy? Like we asked you to?
I have yet to finish BioShock. I'm retarded. So I haven't. I failed. I haven't played video games.
Have you gone and played any video game at all?
No.
Oh,
I am like not entertainment is dead today. I am like 5-year-olds like asleep in the corner today. I have been so ADD. I've been training for this race, and so I'm like running or sewing and like taking care of a baby. So.
So
I don't have any time for me, but
kids, and I make time for video games. Running can be pushed to the side.
And I'm actually no. Yeah, mine applies. I'm going to go ahead and apply this, but I don't have any other life besides this. I go to the gym 6 days a week. I'm now running also
GTL.
and hating my life. Gym tan laundry. I don't tan though, so I don't make time for the tanning, and I get a lot of shit.
He does comb his beard though.
I've been working on the combing of the beard. I have actually been working on it because I'm trying to train it. I'm trying to train it to go down.
By working on it, you mean just stop trimming it? Is that what you mean by working on it? You just stop caring about it?
No, I'm gonna grow a big fucking beard, huge.
Like Gandalf.
No, like probably down here.
My brother had a beard that was like this, and it just kind of like moves. It doesn't. It's not like flowy. I was expecting it to be like Gandalf-y, but it's like stuck.
Not. Yeah,
like
mine will be a big afro only.
Lance will keep small birds in his.
I want you to grow yours out, and then when you run your marathon, part it back across your shoulders. So it looks like
do it like the
I don't
Hobbit.
think it'll grow that fast.
You think you can grow that long of a beard in a month?
Please,
2 months.
Do it like this over, so you have like a beard. What is it? A beard.
You guys have unrealistic expectations of what a beard can grow.
No, I don't. Look at my face. Clearly, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to facial hair.
As do I. Just put some Rogaine on your chin. You'll be totally good.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween, which will determine if I get a haircut and if I stop shaving, and depending on what my Halloween costume is going to be. Because it would take me till Halloween to grow a somewhat decent beard. That's not.
You should go Halloween Wolverine next year to grow a somewhat decent beard. Good.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
My facial hair comes in blonde and red and patchy and.
Totally, Wolverine. Do it. You got it.
Yeah.
Blonde
maybe.
and red Wolverine. You got it.
Yeah, I'll grow out some sweet chops. So everyone here's a Game of Thrones fan, right? We've all watched the series. Did you guys hear what George R. R. Martin said in a recent interview about a movie?
No.
So he said if he can get 7 or 8 seasons out of the TV show and people are still interested and they can get $200 million budget, they'll make a Game of Thrones movie to end the TV series.
What?
No
That would be
shit.
amazing. But he also said that if you would donate, what, like 200...
20 grand.
20
He'd write you
grand,
into the
he would
book.
write you into the book.
Uh-huh.
To a charity,
Holy
yeah.
crap. Well, and
Here's my thing. Like,
Still.
oh, sorry.
I was just saying that's a lot of money to be
Yeah.
a character in a book who dies.
Well, do you know how much money like the Lord of the Rings series was? It's like
Oh, no idea.
1.9 billion. So
To make?
Jeez.
to make all 3 Lord of
Well,
the Rings. So 200
my,
million
uh,
for
I'm talking
one.
about movies. I get that. The
200
movie part I get. I'm talking about donating $20,000 to just be written into the book to die.
To die.
With an arrow to the throat
That
or
seems
something.
that seems totally worth it.
I would do it. If I had 20 grand,
Yeah.
I'd take
Think
my
about
money.
Everyone was going to read those books, right? After the TV show,
Yeah.
people
yeah.
are going to be like, I have to read
My-
these books. And
my
they're going to be like,
stipulation-
Randy Bradford was raped and murdered and hung on and like stuck on a pike, and
But
then he
here's the
was
thing.
like,
I'd
ordered.
want my death to be epic, right? But then
Of course.
I would also want to make sure that I get to be in the TV series just to die. Like, I can just be walking
that'll
across
cost
the
you an
road
extra
and
20.
a direwolf will come and, like, rip my head off. That's fine.
yes. I thought about it a little bit, and like someone's going to donate that large amount of money. It happens all the time. And like
Oh, yeah.
their character is going to be like raped and murdered and like beheaded, and they're going to be
Of
like,
all the series.
this is awesome. They're going to be so excited to read their fictional character just get torn apart and murdered, and they're like, guys, did you see I got raped in the book? Like, by the
My life
by
is
the dog.
good, guys.
Have any of you done
Yeah.
that quiz where you can find out your Game of Thrones name? It's pretty fun.
Oh,
No, but I did
remember.
I did the quiz to see who has a crush on me and what my astrological sign is. I hate those quizzes, Randy.
Well, so do I. They're not quizzes.
What
They're just type
what
your
character
name.
are you?
No. You type in your name and it doesn't tell you what character you are. It tells you what your Game of Thrones name is, not like who character you are. So you get like
It's kind of like what's your
Randall,
stripper name?
yeah, exactly.
I do what's your stripper name first.
Yeah. That's what Midnight Shadow is. Literally. That's my
Nice.
name.
I thought it was
I'm not
like your
kidding.
first dog and then the street you grew up on or something. So mine's
I
Fluffy
don't know.
Happiness.
Midnight. Midnight Shadow sounds like a really
That's right.
inappropriate version of 5 o'clock Shadow. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, it's my Midnight Shadow.
Well, no,
Fluffy
it's kind of
Happiness
like
and
an
his lower
impossibility.
third come into a stage.
Yeah. You can't get a shadow at midnight.
And on stage next, Fluffy Happiness. Here we go.
That's amazing. You should
And,
probably take up your career in stripping. I
you're-
think you do well.
Your argument is flawed. You can have a shadow at midnight. It won't be from the sun.
If it's a full moon. Yeah, that's
Any
true.
light source will give you a shadow. I'm pretty sure you can get.
Well, my high school logic didn't pick up on that. That's when it came into play.
Nice.
It's like when you're like a young adult and you're like, man, my email's stupid. And, like you made your email address and you're like 15. You're like, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
And, yeah, like RBZ,
Oh,
whatever.
Or like mine, it's like Mandy Saurus, literally.
See, that's
Hey.
awesome.
I have
know.
my personal email I made when I was young, and then I have my professional email. That way, if work ever searches my email, they won't find any of the crap that I do.
I used to work in a position where I would hire people for a job I worked at, and I would see emails like hot bitch 69. I'm like,
Oh, yes.
yeah, I so want to bring you in for an interview.
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
Chuck, did you get that job with that email when Steve had to interview you with that email? Did you get it?
I was a hot bitch one. Yeah, totally did.
Yeah.
I was way back there. I didn't pick up on that for a little while.
I emailed hot bitch 69, and then Lance picked up, and I was like, whoa, uh-oh.
And he was like, hell.
It was actually Fluffy Happiness at yahoo.com.
Your stage name was on at the time.
Right. But anyways, so we should talk about what games we've been playing this week besides Mandy. Mandy hasn't been playing
worthless.
anything. What have you been
Nothing.
playing?
Besides Marathon 5000.
Seriously.
What have you been
Body is the
marathoning?
Controller.
Oh yeah.
So
Running. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm replaying God of War, and then
Nice.
I'm gonna start the Mass Effect series as soon as I finish God of War. Because I've
Have
been
you ever played that?
Nope.
So I love KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, like obsessed. Played both of them through like 2 or 3 times. Loved it. And then Mass Effect came out, and I was like, yes, this is like in same universe style, not universe, but like same genre style, you know?
Yeah.
Totally fell asleep multiple times playing the first game. I don't know if I was just like drunk or
Weird.
something. I don't know what happened, but
I've
You
heard
don't
it's a
know
lot
if you
of
were
dialogue.
drunk. Like,
no, I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Like I wasn't, but I'm just saying. I don't know. But I was so bored of it. I never finished the first because I was stuck in this stupid car, like driving this tank around, and I.
with the stupid like sand snake thing.
Yes. What the
I
hell's
hate
up with
that
that?
part
Oh
of the
my gosh!
game,
I was
and
like,
I never got past
okay.
it.
so
I was done.
people have told me the same thing. They're like, the first one
Yeah.
takes the longest. They say it's probably
Yeah.
like 10 hours. I can finish it in a week.
Yeah.
But they say 2 and 3. 3 is just amazing if you get all the DLC. And there's a new Mass Effect that's going to come out. So I'm going to play the Mass Effect series, the Dragon Age series, and I need to finish Far Cry 3. All
See,
before
and
the
I
next
don't know,
games in the series come out.
like, because I'm with Mandy on this one. Like, I've heard it's amazing. I want to play 2 and 3, and people said, "Oh, just skip 1 and play 2 and 3." But that's I
I
just
don't know,
don't.
like bothers me to my core.
Yes, Chuck, that's a nice zoom you did with your laptop. There.
The eyes.
But
The eyes.
I'd play, and then I'd get to that stupid like sand world with the snake, and you have to find the right building or something. I don't even remember.
F
But I
it.
was so pissed because I was just done, and I would be like, okay, I'm done. A couple months later, I'd come back and I'd be like, this game is stupid, and I would start over thinking maybe I just missed something earlier on. No, I hate Mass Effect
It
for
just
that
gives you the finger. I know. And my
I've heard
brother
that.
loves them. He loves them. And he's like, just try the second and third. And I'm like, dude, I can't like jump into the game halfway. I don't know. Maybe I could.
Well, it's the
but
same thing. Like with Assassin's Creed, people are always like, "Do I have to play the first one?" I'm like, "You don't have to play any of them, but you should."
yeah.
There's a lot
But
to
you
it that
should.
makes sense.
Right.
That's why I'm
true.
playing The Witcher because I've
yeah.
heard the series is amazing, and I
Yeah.
keep
And
wanting to get.
I can suffer through 10 hours of crappy gameplay, you know, to just
It's actually
for the
it's
sake-
not that bad.
for the sake of
When
saying
you-
I did it.
When you get past the sand world, let me know how you did it, and then I will play Mass Effect.
If-
What if my
if you
answer is
get past
what if
it.
my answer is tequila and whiskey? If that's like just
Yes.
I will have you come over, drink tequila and whiskey, and
Tequila.
watch you play. And then after you beat the sand world, I'll be like, get out, I'm gonna play this.
yeah. So
Seriously.
I bought Mass Effect 1 and 2, and
So
I
you're
bought-
gonna send
I
a
bought-
drunk kid home to
I-
drive. Here's
I
your
bought-
keys.
I got Dragon Age 1.
No, you can
You're
run
fine.
through the neighborhood with Mandy. You can chase
Exactly.
without your pants on. It'll be fun.
You'll be fine. The zombies might get you, but you'll be fine.
George R. Martin will be off to the side taking notes for his book. So
So that's what I've been working on. I've also been playing a lot of Hearthstone, and
How's that?
I love it.
you
I
wouldn't
also-
like it. It's a card game.
I also play Magic
Oh,
the
yeah.
Gathering though, so I like card games, and it's free to play, and it's entertaining, and I can play.
Whoa, nerds.
Sorry, let me go get my glasses and push the nose of my glasses up.
Hey,
It's
I wear
fun.
glasses. What do you have to say about that?
I wear glasses too, and whenever you have to push your glasses up, you just,
It's
you know,
just a
I
little
don't
bit of this.
I-
No, your pencil. You need your pencil. That's how the cool kids do it.
I need to get huge hipster glasses and
You should.
the thick
We'll
rim
be
ones.
classy.
you could be like one of those kids who wears the glasses without the lenses.
All right,
Those
all
ones are
four
cool.
of us have terrible vision. I just wear contacts or squint. Actually, my dad does this thing, the one eye to see what's on the screen, and I do it all the time now. I'll be like in bed, one eye look at my phone, and my wife will be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just looking at Reddit." She's like,
You're
"Why
just
is
giving it a stank eye.
She's like, "Why do you have one eye closed?" I was like, I don't know.
You know, back in my day, video games you used to have to blow into to make them work.
I think the problem for me is that I decided to be a cheap ass on my glasses, and and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you want to get the glare, anti-glare?" I'm like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna pay another $200 or whatever it was to get it." I mean, it's really not that expensive, but I was
It's like
like,
$70, you know.
yeah, and I was like,
It's-
"No, I'm not gonna get that." And then every single time that we record something, it's like, "Lance, your glasses. I have a glare on your glasses." I'm like, "Fuck, really?"
I have
So
the
I just don't even
anti-glare on
bother.
my glasses, and they tried to get me to do that whole tint thing where you walk
Does it give you,
outside
like, a
and it
purple
turns
hue?
into... No, but they tried to get me to do that thing where you walk outside and
Transitions.
yeah, the transition, and I was like, "Pff, I don't
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Just go buy a hypercolor shirt. Like that'll work just fine. I actually still want a hypercolor shirt. I never got one.
Yeah, I abused the crap out of my eye insurance. It was like I get a pair of like 2 pairs of glasses every year, and I was like, well, I don't need another pair of glasses, but I'll take this $250 pair of OGO sunglasses. Thanks.
I just realized that I dated myself because you guys probably don't even know what the hell hypercolor is.
Nope.
So moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Hey,
in the slightest.
Thanks for the advice, Wilson.
Right over my head.
Del Sol still makes those color changing clothes, Lance.
Hashtag 1980s kid. So, anyways,
Well, I was born in the '80s too, but that was
you
born
grew up in the
As
90s.
was I.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I barely squeaked by. I was 89. I should not really even count as an 80s
Yeah.
kid baby.
I was born in '86, so I still count.
We count.
Anyways, okay. So,
ADD. Sorry, focus.
No.
Lance is old. Get used to it.
so I've been playing. I started Chuck's Book Club. I probably put in another 3 to 4 hours on. No, not that long. Maybe 2 to 3 on The Witcher. Really liking it. I really like where the story's going. The gameplay isn't as bad once you get past that first part in the tower. And I think it's also the other thing that's frustrating about that game at the beginning is just the motion on the cam. It almost looks like your character's floating, and it bugs you. But I'm past that. Really like the main character. I've actually considered doing cosplay for him because he's a badass. And I like the story so far. The other game that I'm severely addicted to right now is Guacamelee, and I recommend anybody get it if you have PlayStation, Xbox One. Right now it's free on Xbox One, and definitely worth it. It plays like if you took Symphony of the Night, Castlevania, and combined it with Castle Crashers. That's what it reminds me of. With like,
Do you know who makes it?
of course, Drinkbox. And I looked up their thing because they do a lot of references. Like when you're playing the game, you'll walk by signs, and one of the signs, because I was thinking about it while I was playing, I'm like, it's a lot like Castle Crashers. Like it's that same kind of humor, like a little bit of potty humor, a little bit of like not too much sexual innuendos or anything like that, but just funny jokes and stuff. And you walk by a sign, and it's like a Mexican version of the Castle Crashers, so it's Le Castle Crashers or some shit like that. Well, that was French, but anyway, some shit like that. Some shit.
L.
L. That's
I think L.
L Castle Crashers.
Gotcha.
And
Talk tonight.
and one of the other luchadors that you run across thinks he's a big badass, but his name on there, he's El Baño, so he's the toilet. So I love that, of course. So, but anyways, really, really like the game. If you're a fan of either of those two games, I would recommend it. The puzzles in it are not stupid math puzzles. It's more of a timing-based thing. So when you get into an area where you're trying to complete a puzzle, it's not so much like, well, what the hell am I fucking doing? I have to drag a body from this side to this side and watch it go through the goddamn water and whatever. It's I always use that reference because I hate God of War 2 for that stupid fucking body that you have to dump in one side and watch it float around to the other. It's the stupidest puzzle ever. Anyways,
Grumble, bitch.
I am. I'm gonna bitch about it. It's fucking stupid. But I like it because you can see what you're supposed to do, and it's just figuring out like the timing and which abilities you have to use. So
he is obsessed with this game enough to the point where I called him for professional work matter the other day, and at the end of the
Really?
conversation,
Lance is professional about anything?
right? For the end of the conversation, he's like, "You need to play Guacamole!" Like at the top of his lungs. And my boss, who was standing next to me, heard it, and he was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it.
You're like,
Just don't worry about
I
it."
don't know. I hang up on him.
Crank calling me.
Yeah, I just got this weird guy telling me to play a video game.
Lance, how much time do you think you've invested into Guacamole already?
Oh man, I had vacation, so I'm probably 6 hours in, 7, maybe longer. I think I'm getting towards the end. I bet it's a 10-hour game. But yeah, I'm probably 7 hours into the game, so it's good. I like it a lot. I
Sorry,
recommend
what
it.
systems did you say it was on again?
It's on all of them, but it's got a different name. Like if you get the one on Xbox One, it's free right now, and it's the Turbo Championship Edition or whatever. So you get all the extra features. It's the same basic premise for the game, and you get I'm sure it's like costumes and shit like that. But one of the other appeals is that it's co-op, so you can.
Is it couch
do
co-op or online co-op?
I think it's just couch co-op. But I don't know that I would recommend playing that with my kid.
Promise to keep your pants on.
No promises.
In that case, I'll be over in like 10 minutes.
He's already there.
All right. Action tonight. Anyways,
What's the free game on 360 the first half of this month?
Guacamole.
360,
On
not
360?
Xbox One.
Guacamole. No, I don't know.
God damn it. Trying to think.
I haven't grabbed a free game in a little while.
I know it was a Street Fighter last. How do you not get a free game?
Because I suck.
You could.
I literally hear about it like right as it's done.
It's the
I
first,
know.
first and
This
the
is
16th.
called the interweb that you can log on to.
And I even get emails from Xbox.
You can press the download button, and next time you log in, it's there. It's pretty amazing.
All right, so remember this, Mandy.
And catch on.
It's the first.
gonna write it down.
First and the 16th, I think.
Okay. What's this month's? Or the 16th?
So, Gotham City Imposters is what it is right
Oh,
now.
sweet.
Oh damn!
Which
I gotta get on there.
is totally. You don't have a 360, Lance.
I don't have a 360. I need to borrow one just so I can go rape all you people that like, hey, I got this game for free. Ah, I'm dying.
I'll
So,
trade you my 360 for the one, but no trade backs.
Mm.
No take backs, halvesies, or whatever. What do you say as you're playing tag?
No tag backs.
Tag backs.
will
That's what
again.
it is.
I will again say that I regret selling my 360. There's too many things that I want to go back and play and I can't.
You should
So-
regret selling your 360. Anyways, the games that I'm playing, since I haven't said what I'm
Since we all
playing
asked.
yet,
Uh-huh.
is the
Hey, we're done. Are we moving on? Is it
Wow.
time to move on?
Alright.
Well, let's hear what Rainey's got to play, and then I got one more thing I want to mention about 360s and Xbox Ones.
Oh, I am playing Tomb Raider right now,
Nice.
Definitive Edition. I am also going through the Walking Dead series again, the entire series, so that when the next comes out, because I keep doing the different decisions. So on season 1, I am being a complete dick to Kenny, which I don't like doing because I really like Kenny's character. But
He's an asshole, for the record. No matter how nice you are to him, he's an asshole. I don't like Kenny.
You're right, but there's things that happen in season 2 that I want to know if they happen differently if you're a complete dick to him instead of being nice to him.
Really?
So and that's what I want to see so I'm trying to catch up so that when the next episode comes out, I can kind of see how that plays out.
What system
So-
are you playing those on?
I love that about games like that.
I bought the Walking Dead series on iPad
Mhm.
because I got the first episode 1 when it was free, and I'm one of those people who, if I get one part of it on one system, I have to get it for that.
So their
continuing.
system works. If we give him 10% for
Yes.
free, he'll buy the other 90%.
That's
It's not a lot to ask for that game though. Like I think that game is truly worth its value.
It is. It's totally
even-
worth its value, and on the iPad, it plays great. I mean, I'm sure it plays differently on a system, and the graphics are a little better and stuff, but it's something I can play wherever I am on my iPad, so that's really fun.
I played a Wolf Among Us. I have the first episode on my iPad, and it looks just the same.
Really.
So, oh yeah,
Cool.
I don't think that you're getting that much. I mean, I guess I should say A Wolf Among Us. I haven't played it. I actually have it on PC now. I haven't played my PC version yet, but I should say that I did play through Season 1 of Walking Dead, and the graphics between Walking Dead Season 1 and A Wolf Among Us were very comparable. So, on one being on the PC, one being on the tablet.
Right.
So.
All right, Steve, what did you want to say?
So there was
Hi.
oh, there we go. There's some news going around today that some people that were on their 360s would get a notification on their dashboard that said if they traded in their 360, they'd get like a $75 credit towards an Xbox One on top of value. But it was like really far and few between of who was getting the notification. It was really strange, but I guess there's just people would be on their dash, like random people in Canada, some people in North America. They would just get the notification that's like, hey, if you go trade in your console, we'll give you a $75 Microsoft credit. And they're like,
Wow.
oh, okay. So it's
So
like
they're trying anything they can do to try and move the Xbox One system.
Which I don't understand.
Yeah.
They're still moving it. Like, they're moving so many more units now, it seems like.
But not as many as PlayStation is. That's why they're trying to catch up.
Well, the other thing, too, is for the first time in years, the game console is going to be sold in China. Like, the Xbox One is going to be sold in China. PlayStation doesn't sell there. Nintendo doesn't sell there. Like, no consoles get sold in China, but Microsoft is doing
what?
it.
Why doesn't China get video games? Are you kidding?
Mainland China, for some reason. I was reading the article yesterday about it.
What? What do they do? That's why they're so
Karate.
smart.
Duh.
Oh my gosh. That's true.
Tic-tac-toe?
They read while they play karate. Man, they really... Okay, I am so stupid. Anyway, continue. I'm way surprised that they didn't have any video games at all.
I'll see if I can find... I mean, they have video games, but it's all PC or their own manufacturer. So there's some stuff in there, but maybe I misread the article or maybe I skimmed quickly. But
no, you're right. I did see that same thing. So they were... Sony doesn't have any footprint there, and I'm pretty sure that that Nintendo doesn't either. So
yeah,
Mandy probably got that notification, but too late. Like, she saw the email about it, and it was like, you must do this by today, and then she was like, oh,
dang it.
Yeah, so I think with the Microsoft's E3 thing of basically saying like this was their E3, Halo worked perfectly for them. As soon as that comes out, I think a lot of people will start purchasing more Xbox Ones.
That will be me. I for sure will. I'll have to.
I thought you were asking Santa for one.
Santa doesn't want to buy one, but I might have to go steal one and put a sticker on it that says from Santa. Because that's kind of what happens.
Negotiate with Santa and say, hey, we'll sell the 360 for money towards the Xbox.
No, Chuck just wants to buy your 360.
Oh, there we go.
Other ways with Santa.
Are any of you guys going to get Minecraft when it comes out in August?
No.
You guys suck.
I
want someone to play adult Legos with me.
So here's the thing about
I still play Legos. I'll play Legos.
Those types of games, I don't like crafting in any game. And actually, I was discussing this with Rich about The Witcher. This is one of the reasons why I haven't played a whole lot more of it, is it requires heavy crafting. Like, you have to be able to go in and, like, create potions and shit like that. And I fucking can't stand stuff like that. So I like minimal crafting.
A little while ago, I was playing the Project Spark beta, right? And
the what beta?
The Project Spark.
Oh,
There's a video of me just trying to create this world, and I am just sucking it up. Like, I had a lot of viewers at one point, and they dropped off pretty quickly because I could not, for the life of me, get this to work. And
Is it because you weren't a girl and?
No, it's because.
Is it because you weren't entertaining, or you didn't know what you were doing?
I didn't know what I was doing. I went through the tutorial too fast of how to like zoom in on the mountain, and so when I was trying to paint it with its like trees and grass and all that crap, I couldn't like get it to make it work, and it was pissing me off. And I played, and once I figured that out, it was easier, and I played other parts of Project Spark, which was a lot of fun. But then the beta, and I don't know if it was the beta for sure or not, but it made it so that nothing would load on my system. No matter what game I was playing, including Project Spark, would not load. Like, the game would start.
Oh, so Project Spark was actually the thing that broke your system, huh?
That doesn't make sense. It's
Well,
gotta be a coincidence.
Let me finish, okay? So I put in like Tomb Raider, and it would load the game, and it would be like press start, and press start, and the thunder would be like, and then nothing would happen. Same thing happened with
Wait, what is
Titan.
it?
Well, yeah. What did it do?
What did it do?
You know, same thing happened with Watch Dogs. Same thing happened with let's see, Lego Marvel. It just would not let the game load, and so I did a whole factory reset. I reinstalled my games one by one. I then reinstalled Project Spark, and it did it again. And I couldn't delete Project Spark without doing a complete reset.
There's this terminology we use in my career
If you
field
say user error, I will kick you in the nuts.
called
If you say what?
An IDNT error.
Yeah, that's one. Also,
What?
problem between chair and keyboard. That's another terminology we might use.
Fine, it might be a coincidence, and I'm not saying that Project Spark was the whole thing that happened, but it happened simply when I loaded up Project Spark. I think it's a fun game. I think the beta just had issues. It's a beta,
still
so I
in
don't
beta.
hate it.
I don't think it's actually out yet.
That's what I
Speaking
just
of
said. Are
beta-
you listening?
Yeah.
Not really,
I
apparently.
just said it was in beta.
Speaking of beta, I actually just sent an email out a little while ago. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. To get beta for a Fable game. It's the new Fable.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even
Pew, pew.
know they
Wait,
had Fable
isn't that
coming
on
out.
Xbox One only?
Yes, but I would be buying an Xbox One to do it. I know.
You're like,
Santa
honey,
might be coming in July.
I got a beta.
So
I know.
So
there was a Fable that came out that was on rails using the Kinect. Everyone knows that term means on rails. It
Nope.
means you
Yes.
don't control the character.
camera.
You stay still,
Okay.
and the game just moves for you. And so you use
Okay.
the Kinect, and you would throw fireballs and stuff. And I heard
Oh,
it was
yeah.
terrible.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I heard that it was equally horrendous.
I don't like Fable.
The only good there was.
I love
You don't
it.
like
only
Fable?
3 or 4 good
Hold up,
Kinect.
Lance.
Huh.
Randy, you don't like Fable?
I like Fable 1.
Okay.
What?
That's-
Okay, I haven't played any of the Fables except for 3 because it came free with my Xbox. I was like, what's this game? And I loved it. I was literally addicted.
I
The
think
whole
that if
winter
you-
I played it.
I think
It's
if you
because
had
that's
played the
what
first
people
one, that
play.
you would not like the other ones. And the reason why is because
Really?
it's the same fucking game 3 times.
Wow.
And I've
Oh.
said this before, but I hate games that give you a choice of good and evil, and then you can
Why?
be as evil as you want, and at the very end you make the good decision, and you're considered the hero of the land.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
want one that was more like Knights of the Old Republic, where
Yeah.
you could be a Jedi, a Sith, or you could be like the gray area.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. But let's be honest, you're always going to be bad if you can't
Let's
have
be
an option.
honest, vertical running is just too hard, man. Okay.
Vertical running is hard, but whatever. I still don't like it yet, so I can't say I like it. But anyway, I'm hoping that I can get the beta of that, and then I'm also hoping that I can get an Xbox One to play the beta on it. But yeah, I just...
You're like,
I'm
honey,
hoping.
I got entered into this weekend beta, so we should probably buy me a $500
I just
Right
have
now.
to do it.
and Halo
It's an
and
investment.
Assassin's Creed.
I'm gonna make so many headbands that it won't matter.
I know.
Just
It's
start,
an investment.
Seriously.
just start showering him with little man headband gifts things, and be like, honey, look at
I
all the
showed
things.
him-
Look at all the things I make for you.
I showed him the picture of you wearing it, the one that I made for your wifey, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not wearing them correctly." I'm like, "No, you're not."
My wife does this all the time. Like today, she showed me this infinity knot headband thing. She's like, "This is awesome." I was like, "Is that something Mandy makes?" She goes, "Yeah." Oh, man, when I have a little girl, it's just gonna be headband central.
Yeah.
Mandy
that's a good
made
thing.
a Spider-Man headband for my daughter. It was pretty
That I
awesome.
did. I know, and I still need to make your Batman one.
Yeah, get
Um,
on that. Stop running.
Let's
and
hope
make
that
a
I don't
headband.
make a daughter, because I would hate to have a football player for a kid. So, like a little tiny football player girl.
Little
Why?
I don't know. I don't imagine that I would make a pretty girl. I just
Oh,
don't think so.
please.
Yeah.
She'd get
Let's-
that awesome hair wave. Are you kidding?
she'd
Yeah,
come
but
out
you
with
would
some-
also have to wax
luscious
her
locks.
face.
She
Like,
she would
Okay.
come out with some sweet
Okay.
midnight shadow just right across her chin. Just-
Full head of hair and 5 o'clock.
plus, her name would probably be Fluffy Happiness. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yes, please, yes. Oh my gosh, that's just a good stage name.
So
Um,
we're coming close to our hour, so let's
yeah.
pick one more topic, ramble about it for a
I
little
think-
bit.
I think we were going to talk about cosplay, weren't we? What's going on Saturday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Enlighten
so
us.
Saturday, yeah. So Randy was the one that kind of figured out all this loveliness. But I am going to go judge a cosplay contest. It's at the Nerd Store. Randy, do you have the address
in
for that
Valley
one?
Fair Mall.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
3601 South, 2700
Cool.
West in West Valley, zip code 84119.
Bring
So
bring
put on
it.
your
Make
awesome
sure to.
costume. Go and make sure you can impress Mandy so that you can win
Yes.
free Comic-Con tickets.
Yeah,
That's
What
that's
do you
important.
look for in
Mandy.
a good costume?
Mandy,
Yes,
I have
check.
one thing you must do. You need to bring your nerd mace, meaning you need to bring spray deodorant so that you
Oh,
can spray
gosh.
them down if you need to. If there's
Oh,
any
gosh.
smelly, can it get
Actually,
some smellies in there?
You should bring your dog.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my dog would lick everyone to pieces, as you can see here in the back corner right there.
Just chewing on the couch.
No, no, she's asleep. Zoe! Or she died. Anyway, so what I look for
Dead dog,
in
don't worry
I know. What I look for in cosplay is effort. Like
Headbands?
headbands, bedazzled. No, if you
Master
put
Chief
in
with a
effort,
bedazzled
oh
helmet.
my gosh, I would for sure just here, take my money. I'll buy one. No, well, I mean, I've looked up tons and tons of different ideas for my own cosplay for this upcoming Comic-Con, and they're people that just go in, they're like, here's my duct tape shirt and I am Iron Man. You're like, no, buddy, you don't count. Like that, I think is just stupid.
You need to be careful with that because there is a whole slew of I forgot what it's called. It's like this cheap.
People that half-ass everything.
Cheap.
No.
Frugal?
There's a cheap
Homeless.
cosplay thing. No.
Chuck
It's
Thomas.
a thing. It's a thing. There's a thing with Sub-Zero. People
ice
dressing
cream?
up
Oh,
as-
I've seen that. People do it with like pants and stuff. It's like
Yeah, they
ghetto
take their
cosplay.
pants. They take their pants and wrap it around their head.
Mandy's
and they're
not,
Oh, gosh.
Mandy's not
Sub-Zero.
saying she cares how good it looks. She's just
No,
caring
no,
how
no,
much
no.
effort
Like
they put
effort.
into it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like if some doucher off the street's like, I'm gonna go and win some free tickets, and he like tapes up his shirt and pretends to be Iron Man. I'm sorry, buddy, you're not gonna get it.
So,
But if someone you don't have to spend a ton of money on it. Just put in some effort and actually show
just
your
have
obsession.
like a six-pack, show up in a loincloth.
Obviously.
And Mandy will vote for
Yeah.
you.
yeah, so,
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I'll just touch.
in our
no.
Twitch-
Am I gonna be a judge? I want to be a judge.
we got a guy in our Twitch chat, Snake2243, who's like, so I guess the skimpy women who show up half naked aren't gonna win with Mandy there, which is a good point.
No, you will.
Wait,
You will.
are you going to be available for Saturday now?
Yeah, for those who
Oh.
think most judges of those things are going to be males, and so when these girls show up, and
Yeah.
Mandy's like, not impressed. Sorry.
Bitch, please.
They're going to be
Fair.
like,
Hop
There's
it 69
three
and go
judges.
half
Okay, as
it.
far as I know, there might be more, but I know of 3 judges for sure. One of them is Mandy, the other is Mark from Big Shiny Robot, and the other is a person named Brandy. I'm assuming it's a chick. I've never met her. So,
Why would you assume Randy's a chick? Your name is Randy.
Bo Randy.
Oh.
with that
Like-
Brandy.
like the
My bad,
alcohol-
with
like the
B.
alcohol.
That's an interchangeable
I got you.
name. Brandy could be a man or a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being labeled after an alcohol. I mean, my name is
Fine.
Brandy. I'd
Totally
be okay
fine.
with that. I'm
So-
Brandy.
there's
No,
there
I
going to be
think-
3 judges there, plus I'm assuming the Nerd Store themselves are going to be
Yeah.
judges as well, since the other one's
the nerd. Have any of you guys been into the nerd store?
Now
No.
I'm so excited.
It's pretty
I'm gonna
sweet.
go 2 hours early.
I know the owner of it. They have some sweet art for sale in the back, and these awesome hoodies, and they sell a bunch of trading card and tabletop board game stuff. And they got a
Do
whole
they
lot
have
of
the,
comics.
Do they have the Assassin's Creed hoodies?
No, I wish.
Did
Every time I see those online, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to buy the $60 hoodie. And
I
then-
know, and then I'm like,
Bill
oh,
Gavin.
I can't even.
How you say
Huh?
his last name? Bill Gavin. He did for Big Shiny Robot's screening of Return of the Joker for Batman Beyond. It's amazing. Look it up on Google right now. It's the coolest
Gallivan?
poster Gallivan, thank you, that you've
Oh,
ever you'll ever
yeah.
see for that.
I
It's
saw that.
awesome.
It does look way cool.
It's on our Facebook page.
To the point of our Twitch guy, Snape, I think it was.
Snake.
Awesome name.
As
Oh,
in-
dang
oh,
it, Snake. Okay,
Also awesome.
Close. Snape would have been better. Fail. You should rewrite your name. Anyway,
What's wrong with Solid Snake? But anyway,
Yeah.
He likes,
Yeah.
he likes Harry Potter.
no,
Metal Gear.
I
Like-
love Harry Potter.
She was
No,
freaking out
to the
for
point of
that.
the hot girls versus, or not even necessarily hot girls, but just skimpy girls,
Slutty
whatever,
girls.
winning versus not. I am totally like okay with whatever.
You're totally into skimpy women.
Totally. Totes muggoats. No, like
don't take that away from Lance.
Effort to it.
That's what Lance wants to judge. Lance wants to judge the effort of their costumes.
Like, of course.
I don't have time for that.
Look how kickback Lance is.
We can do a cosplay interview with the cosplay girls. You stay at the booth, Randy. I'll go handle that.
I know. The cosplay girl. Speaking of,
sorry,
like,
Randy.
She would have been like, if she shows up on Saturday, that chick, like, she's winning for sure. Like, she was super hot, looked fantastic in her outfit too, and she like had tons of effort into it.
I'm pretty sure she gets to go for free.
She was Boba Fett. She had like booby tiny shirt on.
They're hired.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if she were to come, like, I'm not against like throwing my vote at someone who looks, slutty. It's fine. We all do it.
You're like, you do what it takes to win.
I do.
Exactly.
Just like in the professional corporate America, do what it takes to get the job. Just do it.
Sleep your way to the top. I mean, you study really hard.
Yeah. Basically what Snake said, he's like, you can dress however you want. If you want to be skimpy, that's fine. I'm not into, tits and ass. He's like, just put effort into the outfit. My wife has made this comment. She's like, putting on a size 2T Wonder Woman t-shirt does not mean you're cosplaying as Wonder Woman. It means you're a slut in a t-shirt that's too small. That doesn't count.
The only way it counts is if you have a lasso of truth that you can actually throw around an object.
Or if you have an invisible jet, that also counts.
Yeah, that too. But you also have to
good.
prove that you have an invisible jet by having people walk into it and hurting themselves. You can't just be like, it's over there on the ceiling, the roof, it's fine.
It's over there, go get it. So anyway, it's going to be Saturday at what time? Are we doing?
At 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock is when it starts.
In the afternoon, and that's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I'm going to try and...
I'll be there a couple hours early.
I'm going to try and swing by with my wife and kid and check it out. And,
you should.
Yeah.
Steve's gonna be catcalling from the back. Mandy's gonna give someone a 10, and he's gonna be like, "That's not a 10."
Those super
bad
fat
judge, boo! Who hired her?
those super fat guys who get into the Sailor Moon outfits. Those guys have my vote. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm all about those.
Oh
my
man,
gosh.
I hope the Powerpuff Girls show up again. That was the best. It took me a minute to figure it out, but did you guys see those?
No.
So at Fan X this year, I couldn't figure it out. There's these dudes. They were running around in these dresses, and they were all different colors.
Oh my
and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then all of a sudden, they walked up to the booth and went like this or something. And they were all the Powerpuff Girls. It was freaking.
That's awesome.
That took effort.
Yeah.
And clever things, I think is awesome. If I don't know, something like that, I think it's
how
hilarious.
many passes are we giving away to Comic-Con?
I don't know that, to be honest. Sorry.
Because I wonder if there's this. A lot of times there's sweet, cosplays that only go well when it's with your partner or whatever. And so when you have those couple cosplays.
I'm assuming they're gonna give a first, second, and third place. I don't know. To be honest, the way it worked is the Nerd Store reached out to Big Shiny Robot, our big brother, parent, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
They're our buddies. They're our best buddies.
Right. And then Big Shiny Robot reached out to Thomas and myself, because we're both on Big Shiny Robot as well, and so that's how it got passed along. So.
All right, so let's do this to finish off. So we'll each go by. We'll start with Mandy. We'll pick, what we would say would be our number one. If I saw this cosplay and it was done well, that's what would win. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you should let Mandy go last, since she's the actual judge and has a say in the matter.
No, I've got a good one. I mean, I didn't really take a whole lot of effort, but
Mandy,
if it's anything BioShock.
Anything Little Sister, Splicer, Big Daddy,
okay,
Andrew
Big
Ryan.
Sister would be the tits, but I'm just saying anything would be awesome. I think that I just love the period costumes. I love how cool and intricate every costume is that any of the characters, the main characters have.
But no steampunk crap. No
I like steampunk. I think it's kind of cool, but no, I agree.
I don't
you want 90s, 1920s, 1930s splicers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. But if there is a freaking spider slicer there, no. You're not getting any tickets. I hate spider slicers. She's just so bad.
She's booking out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Lance.
If I just hear those
If you saw a really well done cosplay, you're like, that's it. That would be the winner for me. What would be your favorite one you would want to see?
I'd like to see, and I actually toyed with doing a costume for this, but I just don't want to put in the effort right now, is an Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
Oh,
Doing
really?
a really
Oh,
good Apocalypse
right.
costume would be cool. A Mr. Sinister. I haven't seen very many Mr. Sinisters. Actually, I've seen a couple online. I've never seen one in person, like a good one.
I've seen some really good Doctor Strange ones that I've liked a lot.
No. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think
stuff.
what else. I've seen. If I doubt this person would show up, but he wasn't a very good main character from Fight Club. But the girl he was with was an amazing Marla. There was I don't know what to call him, Jack or whatever. No, not Jack. I am Jack. Tyler Durden, whatever. So there was a Tyler Durden and a Marla at Comic-Con, and it took me a minute to figure it out. And I saw him walk by, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Because I saw her, and she looked just like Marla Singer. So
Wow.
That'd be cool. All right, Randy?
I have two. I would love to, well, three. I would love to see an amazing Nightcrawler costume with like a tail that actually moves. Figure it out. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but figure it out. I'd also want to see a cool Colossus costume, and not like spray on.
You want to do with metal plates all on his arms? You want some big German dude to be sweaty and hot?
Not just his arms, it's his whole
Hotboxing himself.
listen, I've thought about doing that. For
Why don't you do
Comic-Con.
ace bandages?
Colossus would be
Spray paint ace
awesome.
bandages, man.
See?
That'd be the
It would be
easiest.
so cool. And then you have to go around, and also if you could get a Kitty Pryde, so Shadowcat, to be with Colossus, since they're, a couple, that'd be cool.
What? I thought she was with
so-
Iceman.
That's in the movie.
Yeah.
So
Talk
far,
about that
Randy
later, Mandy.
Randy has had the most unrealistic expectations. He's
Yes,
like,
he has.
if I could have a
Right.
moving, twitching tail, or a dude with literal
No.
Like
armor.
full metal.
There's plenty of people. There's a dude who built a full-on R2-D2 robot. There's another guy who had a functional Iron Man suit where the visor clicked down, the chest lit up. Like, don't
But
get
that
me
was made of
unrealistic.
plastic.
No, I don't care. It doesn't have to be of metal. It just has to look awesome.
Oh,
The other costumes
I've seen some
that
pretty elaborate ones online because I've done some research.
Right.
Because I've been personally looking at. I looked at Colossus. I've been looking at Juggernaut, and I've been looking at Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister. I haven't decided on any of them. And I've also been looking on the other side of things on DC. I've been looking at doing a Killer Croc, but I'd only do
Killer
the
Croc would be cool. I think a Killer Croc or a Lex Luthor.
I don't
like
understand why
either.
Lance wouldn't be Beast. I mean, you're just need to dye all your chest hair and everything blue, and you're pretty much there, dude.
Oh my gosh. That would be perfect. Oh my gosh.
My other
Seriously,
last
me
costume
too.
related
Blown.
is the clicker from The Last of Us. If you could get the head and you could do the tilt with the
Oh gosh.
noise.
The Thriller,
Ooh.
you mean? The Thriller.
Ooh, oh, it would be amazing. Oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah, your expectations are like way too high.
Ah,
You
man.
know
it's-
what? You guys all suck. Go big or go home.
It's
Okay.
true. I think for me, I would love to see a Zero Suit Samus or Mega Man.
that'd be badass.
Mega
I
Man
saw
would be
Zero Suit.
awesome.
Like a really
saw-
like a well done one. I would be really happy with
saw a
either of
really
those
good
two.
one.
Wait a minute. You mean a guy in a robot costume?
No,
How's that different?
No.
than...
Like the
like a bust.
Zero
like
Suit's different.
Zero Suit Samus. That's the blue suit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But then you said Mega Man, so
right.
I'm
Who's
just
also in a suit and has a
Right.
gun
Which
is
for an
blue.
arm.
I saw a great
not-
Mega
not
Man.
metal.
so how is that any realistic than what I was?
Not made of
talking
metal.
about? I didn't say metal. I
It
just
could be
said
foam.
Yeah,
It needs to look
you didn't
awesome.
say metal. You're right, but you hinted that you didn't want it to be anything else.
No, I said I don't want you to be
Yeah,
a guy in
painted
a
on.
wrestling thing with drawn on permanent marker with sprayed silver for the plates. Ace
So
bandages would be fine.
so
Ace
yeah,
bandages would be
I'd
cool.
be happy if I could see either of those two. I'd also really like to see a Oberyn
Could be
Martell
duct tape.
from Game of Thrones.
A what?
Oh yeah.
Oberyn
Oh,
Martell.
poor guy. I'm still angry about that.
He's the Dornishman from Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Oh yeah.
The one
I think
who
that'd be really cool.
I could be the mountain. I
And-
could be the
and-
mountain. Somebody be
you-
the door.
you-
That
you-
guy.
Oh, can I be Tyrion?
You could be.
I'll just turn over and be like, I fucking raped your blood.
Although I will
and
say,
then
I think
thumbs.
there's going to be too many Game of Thrones costumes this year.
I
Like,
agree.
it's
Well,
going
that's
to
the
be
thing. Like
overdone.
the Daenerys and the Jon Snow, those get overdone. But to see a really good Oberyn Martell,
Jon Snow is never overdone.
and
let's
one that
be
every time I see
Oh,
it,
he is a
even
good-looking
even when
man.
it's terribly done, always makes me laugh. is
Yes.
whenever I see a Zangief costume, like
Yeah.
big dude in a red speedo.
Zangief.
Street
I don't know who
Street Fighter.
Zangief is.
I'm not the bad guy.
Oh.
I'm just a bad guy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Zangief.
Wreck-It Ralph. Lance,
Yeah.
you can be Wreck-It Ralph, Lance.
Yeah, and I'll be Felix. Fix it. I'll have a gold hammer and I'll walk around and be like, she's a super duper gal.
I'm a rocket.
I'm gonna wreck it.
I can fix it. That would be amazing.
I'm done.
Oh
We
my
can-
gosh.
we can
All right,
turn
guys,
this off.
we're done. So,
Have a good night, everyone.
good night, Internet. Thanks for tuning in and
Adios.
watching us and hanging out with us, especially to Snake for talking with me in the chat. So,
Should be Snape.
should be Snape. Good night, everyone.